All right, welcome back to the game of prices. Let's see what our contestant has won. Drumroll, please. Congratulations, you've won price controls.
That doesn't sound like a prize.
Oh, but they are. They help keep things more affordable.
Really? I live in an area with a lot of price controls, and it's bad.
What are you doing? Stick to the script.
No way! I think it's time to turn this show into an episode of...
In a free market economy, consumers and producers communicate their preferences to each other with prices. Prices reflect how much of something is available, supply, and how much people will pay for it, demand. If left alone, prices will reach a natural equilibrium, meaning that the amount supplied will equal the amount demanded. Prices, however, can become distorted and pushed away from that equilibrium when the cost of a good or service is set at a certain level. This is called price controls, and they're often implemented by the government. When goods and services aren't allowed to rise above a certain price, it's called a price ceiling. And when they're not allowed to fall below a certain price, it's called a price floor.
So let's take a look at each.
You're not the host anymore.
First, let's take a look at price floors. This is the lowest amount that can be paid for certain goods, services, or labor. If the natural equilibrium is below the price floor and prices cannot fall to where they want to go, this could have serious consequences for any economy. An example of a price floor is the minimum wage, which is the lowest amount someone can be legally paid for their work. But when that wage is set higher than the natural market price for that job, businesses will be challenged to make ends meet. This increases the labor costs of a business, adding to its existing expenses. Without a similar increase in revenue, profit margins will be much tighter.
But the minimum wage helps more people make more money.
Yeah, well, that's the idea, but not really what happens usually.
To pay a higher price for labor, businesses will try to lower their costs, such as reducing the number of employees or cutting employee hours. As a result, people willing to work may have difficulty finding a job, especially if they're younger or less experienced.
Whoops!
If a business decides to keep its workers, it will probably pass that higher cost onto consumers with higher prices.
What?
However, raising prices too much can be risky for a business, since consumers may not be willing or able to pay them. Price floors, like a minimum wage, can lead to too many workers looking for jobs. In economies, surpluses create inefficiency and waste the time, energy, and skills of its citizens.
I don't want to play anymore.
Now, we still need to talk about price ceilings.
A price ceiling is the highest amount that can be paid for certain goods, services, or labor. The goal of a price ceiling is to make sure the price of something doesn't go above a certain level. If the natural equilibrium is above the price ceiling and prices cannot rise to where they want to go, this can also have serious consequences for an economy. Take the case of rent control, a policy that aims to cap rent at a certain price and limits when and how much that price can be increased.
So, what's wrong with protecting renters?
Oh, there's a lot wrong.
If renters are locked in at a low price, they're unlikely to leave. If renters are less motivated to leave, that means less turnover and less available housing. Also, since landlords aren't bringing in as much revenue from rent as they might in a free market, they'll try to maintain their profit by cutting costs, including maintenance and improvements. Less profit potential in areas with rent control will also discourage new construction. This means the supply of new housing will attract more competition with other potential tenants.
Yeah, if your neighborhood has rent controls, good luck trying to find a new place.
So that's why I've been living on my couch for the past 6 months.
You too? Price ceilings like rent control can result in shortages and lower quality of goods and services.
So price controls don't even help the people they're intended to help?
Nope.
While price controls are often promoted as the solution to a problem, they have led to damaging results everywhere they've been tried. Every historical example, from ancient Rome to Soviet Russia and even to present day, has led to the same results. Either an oversupply of things people don't want, or shortages of the basic things people need. So, the next time you hear price controls, consider the outcomes. While these controls may sound helpful, they prevent the market from reaching its natural equilibrium. Forcing prices to have a floor or ceiling harms producers and consumers alike. It's important to understand the negative impact these controls have on an economy so you can make better decisions when you vote or where you spend your money.
So, do I win anything?
Unfortunately, this show has a price ceiling. But fear not. Oh, here's a quarter. Illinois.
Watch more at PragerUkids.com. And parents, don't forget to subscribe.